Hello Darklings, my name is Sanniz, I'm a Swedish Eldergoth, and this time it's actually gonna be 2 videos this weekend, but I'm gonna first start with one that people are probably gonna say something stupid to me because it's from that place, but I'm also gonna do from one more exclusive, so I'm gonna do a separate video with that because it's not maybe gonna be that long, but I don't want to put them together because it's not even the same type of quality or same type of things. So I thought we're gonna start with this one first. But as usual, first we take the intro and see you soon.
A Swedish Eldergoth, not just stuck in one box.
Like I said, I'm Sanniz and I'm a Swedish Eldergoth, and today in this first haul it's gonna be Gothyoutuber. But I have opened this parcel, but I haven't peeked in on my stuff because I took out 2 badges, and that was badge for Trevor because I wanted to make him a little more happy because something have happened with his mom in UK. I'm not gonna go up in detail, but it's not easy to be in another country when your mom is in hospital. So I thought I should share him up. So he got 3 different things from me. One I'm not gonna show anyway because it came with another parcel. That was a typo negative t-shirt that I ordered that actually came from Italy, and that was a high quality too, in cotton and everything, and he was very happy with that too. And the 2 things I took out from this parcel was actually 2 badges, and one was of course typo negative because he now have left Slipknot era and gone into a very deep typo negative phase because he buy a lot of things with typo negative now. And of course corn, because he likes corn too. But the rest is mine, and I haven't looked at them at least, and it's gonna be a little try on in the end on some of the things because of it's a little like a type of clothing in it too, but it's other things too, and maybe we could put them in place when we have shown them. So I'm gonna take this little closer so I'm not gonna drop things, and of course my little cute Betty, but Betty has to go. Sorry Betty, you can't be with us. And I put this away so it don't go on the floor. So what are we gonna start with? We start with something small, and it's a batch, and I'm not gonna show any numbers or something because you know how it works with Temu. But when you buy something so you can finish very fast too, or is on another type of company to have similar products, and they have sometimes even different prices. So if you're gonna buy on Temu, check around. If it's the same type of things, don't pay more than you have to. Take the cheapest one of them. And this is actually one of my old Goth fans' favorites too, and it feels of Nephilim. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. But we're gonna put that in a place because you know where it's gonna end up? It's gonna end up on a jacket. My jeans jacket that I have for normal use. What's this? This is actually for work, so I'm not sure you're gonna need to show it. I want to try this one because I injured my wrist, and I need to have protection because I lift heavy and everything. So I'm gonna try this because it's gonna be very expensive for me to buy the more quality ones all the time because my work sucks, and I thought you can give this a go too. And it's this type of elastic thing. This is not it's going like the others have. You put it around, and this one is actually for just this hand. You can have similar version that is doesn't matter which hand you should use, but this one is for this one, and they also made it so it's like those holes in it, so it's meant to breathe. And then you're supposed to tighten it, so I'm gonna hope it's gonna work. But it looks like this, and it's this area I need to protect, so I hope it's gonna work. The thing, I have bought something similar from them before, and it showed up that those parts goes bad very fast, at least at my work, because it's very much moving, and even those are moving a bit. So I'm gonna see how that works because I can't put that much money that the real ones cost that are quality that I bought usually from Sweden. I'm gonna see if I can find a smaller thing first. to put away the bigger ones. And here, this is not for me either directly, but it's actually for us both. And it's this type of things. And if you don't know what it is, they are supposed, when you buy your cans, it can be cans for water, cans for soda, whatever, and Pepsi Max or whatever, and they come in different colors, so you're gonna have easy to open. You just slide it on and then it should be easier, but they're also gonna be so you can have it closed, if I understood it right. And I thought it could be a good great thing, because I have sometimes those with no sugar in it, because sometimes I'm tired of drinking just coffee and water all the time, like the most of the only liquid things I'm drinking nowadays. So sometimes you want to have something more extra, but you maybe don't drink it at once, because I can't drink everything in one go. So I thought that could be good. And even if you go on vacation, I have a can in the car, you know, you don't want to have something in that can stung you or something, and I'm allergic to bees and that kind of thing, so we can take that one. Let's see what we have. I know I have more small things. I want to take the small things first. So, woo, look, gonna take almost everything. It's not that much really, but that's why I'm gonna do 2 videos this weekend. So this is another pin, but this is not like the badge. It's more like a pin, and you stick it with that type of back side, you know. And this is actually Christian Death. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. I don't want to focus, but we will see it closer when I put it in place with the other I already have on my jeans jacket, because that's where it's going, because I like this type of thing. Another badge. Whee! Can we have too many of them? And that's a good thing. If you have something you don't want to put on permanent, so if you need to take it off sometimes, so those type of things are good things. And you can buy even with other types of things. It don't have to be a band. And this is Gothyoutuber twins. Sorry, I'm not sure I pronounced it right. I'm not that good in some languages. So that's gonna be good too. And then we go to the last badge. And that's actually a band I have seen live. And yeah, they are really good at stage 2. And I do love the male one in that, because he dances very funny too. So when you watch them on stage, so they are very good live too, but his dance makes you crack up really, and it makes you in good mood too. And that is Lebanon Hanover. I recognize maybe the picture from a Gallo dance. So that was the badges that we're gonna put in place. I can show them better, maybe take a picture, or when I have it on, so you don't have full glamour on it. Then we go to some clothing items, and I throw some on the floor, of course. And let me see. This size large. I don't know anything about the quality. I just took my chances. I tried to read what I could, but this is actually a bolero. And like I said, you can never have too many of those lace ones. And it's this flower pattern in it. And those bell sleeves that I really adore. So I thought, yeah, you can never have too many. And because of my weight loss, some of my boleros is not sitting 100% perfect anyway. So I needed to get something new. And what do we have here? I don't say that much, but I think it's something like an accessory when you're dressed. So we're gonna see if I can try this on, because I'm not sure I'm gonna know how to put it on, because it's a harness, and right now it looks like now I almost swear, because it's really hard to see. So I'm gonna maybe have to watch the pictures and see how this is gonna go on, or you have to see that on a short in the future. It depends on my mood. If I get frustrated when I gotta put this on. But it's little chains on it. I don't even remember how it looks like now, and which way is which, because now you got straps everywhere. So yeah, so this gonna be very interesting, because some parts are very long and some are less longer. And there's no one that really says. I think this one gonna go around your neck maybe. There's gonna be something here. I don't really get this with the sheen then. So I need to gonna check the pictures before I try it on, because I now forgot how this one was. But we have to see. But it's not real leather, I guess. It's just this fake one, but it don't feel that thin like it usually can be. So it might be a little better quality. I don't know. But yeah, we have to see. I need to first figure out how I'm gonna have this on, because right now I have no clue at all. And now we're gonna go down on the floor to the two last bits before that at least we can try the ones I know how to get on. funny. And this is size large here. I usually go for large, even if I many times can use medium and that type of things nowadays. But sometimes I don't want to take risk, and then I don't remember exactly what this was. Yeah, I think it's a top, and this way it at least looks cute. Could be probably both updressed and downdressed. It have this lacing in the top, so I guess you can. No, you can't make it anything because it's more like a decorative. You can't actually change anything on the size because it's actually sewed on this thing, so you can't even open it, what I can tell. But okay, it doesn't matter. And it have this little ruche over the boobies. I hope it's in the right position, because sometimes those things are not sitting good on some type of girls, because sometimes this is good on people with boobs, sometimes they sit good on people without boobs. You know what I mean? So that's a girl problem number one sometimes, so to find the right thing. And it's just ordinary sleeves. It's no Temu Haul in this one, but it's little go out like an A-line, and in the end of the top you got little lacing. So this is gonna be interesting to try, because I need a little more cool tops that works both updressed and little in the middle of comfy and updressed, you know, to my skirts and that type of things. Yeah, it works with leggings and other type of pants too, but it's for my skirts too, because you need something more than just the bottom when you go out. And then we have the final piece, and this one I'm most nervous for, because I need new ones that I don't drown in, and when I'm freezing and that type of things, and I just go cozy around, or even when it goes a little more chillier, when you go out just temporary something and you don't want to have a whole jacket on you or something like that. So that is comfortable to put this on. And this I think is from the male section, and I ordered a large because I hope it's gonna fit anyway. And it's a little of this glide material. If you know that the sport tracks and those type of things where you had when you were a kid, like Adidas and that type of brands, it feels a little like that, but it has a hood, and on the front you have this Sisters of Mercy logo, and of course on the back you have a very big one. So you know why I ordered this one, because Sisters of Mercy are number one for me, and it's a good zipper, seems like, and it have pockets, but I shouldn't say those pockets are really good, because I can't even get in my whole hand proper in it. So they could have done the pockets better. So I shouldn't recommend you to wear something like that, because you're probably gonna lose things very fast in them, because they're not deep enough like they usually are. So I'm not sure how this is gonna fit, but we have to see. So let's go to the try on and see you soon. So I'm back with the bolero. So I only took off the top I had above my other top. So you can see this pattern with the flowers. I think it's roses probably. And you can see how big those sleeves are. Really big. So if you like that type of things, maybe not that good when you're gonna eat, but you know, Goths like to have this little more dramatic type of style. So what do you think about this one? And this works perfect over tops. It's perfect over some type of summer dresses too, if you don't want to show your arms and want to have something more. And it looks like it fits very good around this area because it's cut that type of way. So I can't really complain. I do like this one. So let's go to the next thing. So back with the top, and as you can see, you can't adjust this thing because it's actually sewed in this area and with the eyelets in it, so you can't really change anything. But it looks like you should be able to do it, but it's just false ones, and you can't direct affect so much more. I'm not sure if they do anything with the strings either, so that's a little strange thing to do deal that type of way, but it works still. You've got this ruching over the boobs, and then it goes up, out in the waist. So you got that little A-line type of things. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cute top too, and it works. It works with leggings, and it probably works without problem with a skirt too with this type of model. It's a little strange in the arms. So if you have very big arms, maybe you should go up in one size, because it is sitting a little harder here. Even if my arm is not that thick that it used to be, so they are still sitting tight, and it's a little bit strange feeling like if you think the sleeves want to do this, or just like a snake, you know, they try to do that type of movement, but it still works, so I don't mind. It didn't cost that much, so I think it's worth it anyway. And to summer, this type of things when it's a little flowy too, even if you don't have a belt. So it can still be very nice to go out in the summer. Have a little skirt, have a little witchy skirt or a shorter skirt or something. And shorts maybe even. So it can be fantastic. So yeah, this is how it looks like. So let's go to next. So I'm back with a harness, and my gosh, this was not easy. I had to lay down on the bed to figure out and watch the pictures over and over again to find out which was the easiest way to put it on, because there's so many straps and I didn't have a clue where to start. But they'll move around, so you can fix them so they get in the position you like to have them. And yeah, but what I did first when I realized that I tried to locate the two one that goes over my shoulders and put them together first. Then took that on, so I know that I only have to take one at a time, but all the straps are moving, so they're not maybe in exactly the same area depending on how on your body shape. So this was a pain in the ass. I can still adjust it because you can see you can still move around. I can probably even tighten more of that type of things, but that's the problem, that you need to see that everything is in place when it's done. Now I haven't done it proper that type of way, so sorry if it's not straight, but yeah, sometimes my patience run out. But I think it's a great cool harness anyway. It's not the cheapest type of material, but it's not I shouldn't say that it's a quality one directly either. And where did that holder go? It's a little up there, so you can move everything around, so it's adjust. But check the measurements so you get the right one for you, because else it's gonna be a struggle with some parts maybe to put it on, but else it's a lot of holes to choose from and everything, and you can adjust it after your body shape too, and that I think is good. And I do like a little extra detail too with the shade. So this is the harness when I finally get it on. I have no idea if it looks okay on the back, because I just took it on and hope for the best. Maybe you need a partner or a friend that can help you to adjust it if you're not that good at doing it. I'm not that good. It was the first time I ever tried this type of harness, and it was pain in the ass to put it on. But I guess this is a good statement too. If you have a simple type of dress or a little longer top, then you can put it on and add a little more extra to it. And maybe you don't even have to have any necklace or something. This can be just enough if you prefer that. I took my necklace off too, because I'd rather show more how the harness itself looks like. But like I said, it's not an easy thing to get on. But here it is. And yeah, not perfect maybe on, but I like it. So it's not much left to show now. So first we do a little break issues before I put on next thing. I just wanted to say I haven't tightened those exactly, so that's why everything looked like a little, you know, that thing. But I just wanted to try to get it on to see how you put it on. So, but you can get a little picture in your head, hopefully, anyway, how we're gonna sit. So now we go to the hoodie. So I'm back with the hoodie. I have all the other things under, so I know that everything gets room in it. And like I said, this size is not too tight and it's not too short either. Is a male one, so that's why it's maybe not shaped for female body, but I don't mind because I like comfy, especially to this type of clothes. I want to be comfy, so then I don't mind. I prefer unisex, if you say it that way, when it comes to comfy clothes in that type of way. But yeah, here you see the print on the front, and like I said, the pockets is not the biggest, but you can warm your hands in that. But I shouldn't recommend you to put things inside because they are not really that big. I shouldn't feel safe because it's too low on that area where you put things, so you're easily gonna fall out if you start moving or something. When you don't notice, if you drop your car keys or your wallet or whatever you try to put in there, so it's not gonna stay. But if you just want to warm your hands, it works fine. So this is how it looks from the front, and here is the print on the back. And of course it has a hoodie. Now we wonder, is the hoodie big or small? And it's adjustable, the hoodie too, so that's good. So if you want to tighten it a little, so if it's a little windy, you can tighten it and do a little, I never do that, but you got the idea. So it's actually a decent size on the hood too. So yeah, so this is how it looks like when you put a hood on. So I can't complain really. What do you think? Yeah, it's not the original merch, I know, but it's still Sisters of Mercy, my #1 favorite goth band. So now we just have to put on the badges on next one. So be back soon. So I'm back at, as you see, I can add a picture with the 4 badges I bought. One is more like a pin because it's that other things, but I thought it's time to put them on. So we start with Fields of Nephilim, and like I said, this is the jacket that I usually put on that type of things. And where should we put you? Should we put you here? I don't usually use my pockets anyway, so which one is next? Ta-da! Cocktail Twins. Should we put it on the other side maybe? And like I said, this is a really easy way to change your jacket and show who you are without risking to have them on. You can easily take them off if you need to have a jacket. But if you go out to a festival and maybe don't have your real battle vest or battle jacket, at least you have all your badges and pins. And now it's time for Lebanon Hanover. I think we stick on the left side still. So where are you going? Should we put you a little lower? See if we get it through the fabrics first too. And there, I have it. Ta-da! My collection is growing. You can never have too many, can you? You can cover the whole jacket with it. And we finish with this one, Christian Duff. See, and this is this type of thing, so they can actually disappear. So sometimes I replace them with other things, but if you want to be sure never drop it or something, or that type of things, you need to put the glue, but then you might not be able to wash your jacket. So it's all a plus and minus with everything. But where are we gonna put you then? my finger stick. And here you need to be careful with the fingers because you can easily get a blood sample with those things. They are pretty sharp too. And yeah, now everything is in place, and I have more on my little normie jeans jacket, like I call it, because this is just pins and badges, so it's an easy way to take them off if I need to go somewhere that don't appreciate this type of things, or say you can't wear that type of thing. So it's easy for me to remove them temporarily, and then I can put them back, and I can change it, swap it around too, or whatever I want, but it still shows who I am. I have my 2 other battle jackets, and I can do more too, so I don't mind to have this type of things, but it's an easy way, and you can do it on some bags and that type of things too if you feel for it too. It's up to you what you use it for. Else, if you're new to my channel, like my type of content, please consider to subscribe, press the notification bell at the same time. All darklings and returners, thank you for your support. You're the best. Love you all. And don't forget to give me likes and comment. But you don't have to be rude. We have so much negative things going on anyway in this world. Else, stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. And don't forget, next haul gonna be a little more exclusive because it's from an indie brand, and I actually took afford to buy something during World Goth Day. But this was a Temu haul, and I know some people are gonna hate me now. I don't care. Bye!